We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, for as much as the defender in you probably hates to hear it, the NFL is a league ruled by offenses, and we've got a couple of good ones about ready to do battle here.
Well, you know me quite well. Maybe one day I can get to be commissioner. I can flip that around a little bit, and we can just talk about defense. But let's face it, we're talking about two units that rank in the top 5 in the league. So I think this might be a game where you forget about the field goal. You'd better finish your drives with touchdowns if you want to keep up with the Joneses on the other sideline.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Archer, the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake-off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll run on first down. Cotton. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this one is right through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 80 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hartman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Archer, the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go!
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talking about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Point after try forthcoming. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Archer, the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Throwing after the interception, Lawrence. Looking sideline, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Middle of the field to Jefferson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Hartman. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Hands it off out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. 6 yards left on 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carried from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out right at the 35. Now Lawrence to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hartman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 2nd and 4. Second quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession. 2nd and 4. Throw left side complete. That's Manning. So the completion good for just 3. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bulls are able to widen their advantage.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who's going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Cotton, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 2nd and 6. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
On first down, Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence over the middle, complete. That's Bryant. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw right side, taken in by the tight end, Bryant. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the wall. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that, because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders, have intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily,
But I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run on 1st down. Cotton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Bryant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. Cotton. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick-6 last week. Not a pick-6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Bioski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He finds his man, complete. That's Atkins. And he will have a Jaguars first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now Lawrence on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
They'll look to throw again. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Touchdown! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bulls are an extra point away from drawing level. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A drive there of just 4 plays. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Archer, the return. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. A throw over the middle, caught by Bryant. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Lawrence got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Cotton. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Going for Jefferson downfield. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? Just got thrown off? He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Set, ready, 8, 3.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
And to throw again is Lawrence. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Throw right side, taken in by the tight end, Bryant. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Lawrence going to throw again. And this one goes incomplete. First misfire there after 6 straight completions, and it leads to 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll keep it on the ground. Cotton, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hartman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Hartman. Touchdown! A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bulls have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Complete to Bryant. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Second and 13. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there on 3rd down.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They go play action with Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's Pierce.
2nd down at 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Second and 11. Now Lawrence.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
Under pressure, they got him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bradley. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds here. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
That score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars. Down by 4, 55 seconds remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And that will be incomplete. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the home team here, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.